Hello, sir.
Hi. Say, how are you, Tendai?
No, I'm good. Murku's going say.
It's nice and sunny today. That's a good thing.
And this guy.
Thank you for having us on your show.
No, thank you so much for coming. I do appreciate. Wano wakuru wakada semi munonetsa kakuti mubatiki.
Asatashika kuukuru, mai manji tingetasvika.
That's good.
With your support, tingetasvika.
Fantastic. No, we support each other.
Mm-hmm.
No, thank you so much for coming, Koma. I think this has been a conversation that we really wanted to have. I think it was almost about a month or so ago. But because of COVID, we couldn't do it. And Imimi, you've been up and down, Zim, UK?
Definitely, yes. It's been long overdue. It's been long overdue. Yeah, traveling up and down. You guys in the diaspora, you want a lot of things in Zimbabwe. So sometimes we've got to travel to go and see projects, to go meet suppliers and all those kind of things.
No, that's good. Fantastic. Now, I just want you to introduce yourself because a lot of people might have interacted with you in background, but they never knew you run something that is really a massive solution to the issues that a lot of people are facing in the country. Now, I just want you to sort of give a short introduction of yourself, please, if you don't mind.
Thank you. My name is Tapiwa Kundoro. And ndiri mukorekore weurungwe ndinobva kuurungwe chaiko chaiko. So I am the CEO of Vaka Building Materials and Hardware. I'm leading the company in terms of our mission to engage the diaspora and sell building materials to Zimbabweans that are based in the diaspora.
Brilliant. No, thank you so much, Nkoma. That takes me straight to the question because we don't want to waste a lot of time. And I know that. And I really need to get as much information from yourself before you go. Now, Vaka Zimbabwe, when did you start this company? Because to be honest, I think it's one of the fastest growing companies in Zimbabwe, if I'm not mistaken, in terms of building material provision. I just want to know when you started it and what made you think of starting this company, please.
So we set up Vaka in 2010. That's when we set it up. Okay. And I think the interesting thing to how this started, it started as a school project. Mm-hmm. When I was doing a class on entrepreneurship, I was supposed to come up with a business plan, business model, and all that. And I thought, what would that look like? And in kumazimba tinoita zvogocha stereki, sangana tichitaura kumachurches. There's a lot of things that is happening there. The consistent thing that I would hear amongst many Zimbabweans, inyaya yekuti things are not getting done at home. Yes. So vanhu vari ndatumira mari yezvidhina kana ndada kutenga stendi ndada kuita sei but mari yacho haisi kuita sei haisi kusvika. Zvinhu zvachafamba, there's no progress. And ipapo vanhu toda kuvaka, toda kutenga stendi imwe, totenga, everybody wants to invest in property in Zimbabwe. So that the idea came yekuti why not set up a business that supports us in the diaspora.
Yes.
Kwanise kutenga zvidhina, tikangoda zvidhina tongobhadhara kunoku, tikangoda jecha, tikada cement, tikada window frames, we just pay in the UK and they get delivered in Zimbabwe. So that is how the idea came along. So it came from you guys. So I'm thankful for you guys for giving me the idea to a certain extent, because ndimi mai ramba muchingocomplaina kuti mari yangu iringodyiwa Zimbabwe.
No, that's brilliant. So basically what you did is you saw a problem that really needed a resolve. And you, without even deliberating on it, you jumped onto providing that which people needed, which is fantastic. How has been the how were you received when you started this company? How were you received by the people in the diaspora or back home?
In the diaspora, the uptake was a bit good in that people were desperate for the service.
Oh yeah.
But challenge yatakaita patakatanga ndeyekuti so isusu taingoda ngotengesa.
Okay.
Saka kwakana kuti zvidhina zvaita £100 handiti per 1,000.
Oh yeah.
Taisa kana £5 iri pamusoro.
Okay.
Zvidhina kutengesa zvidhina 105 pounds.
Yes.
But vanhu vaikomborena kuti 100 pounds kumba, why sell us for 105? But what people didn't understand is that we were not offering the product, we were offering the service. Because chirudiwa nevanhu is not the product. Unogona kutumira mari kumba wotenga product, but it's also we are offering the service. Yekuziva kuti ukatenga 100 bags the cement,
yes,
kuti ku property yako kuruwa kuri kuvakwa 100
yes,
bags the cement dzinosvika. So it took time for people to understand that concept. But why not turn it around?
Yes.
Then we decided to approach companies in Zimbabwe. So companies like Wheeldale Bricks, companies like Zimtile, who did not want to hear about it in the first place. So we don't know what the companies in Zimbabwe didn't bother with the diaspora market. They were very much content with their local Zimbabwean market. So it took long to get them on board, but they began to sign up. Some companies, they began to sign up, and the arrangement then worked better for the customer in that the companies in Zimbabwe started to sell their product. So the customer didn't have to pay that additional £5 anymore, because my money was coming from Wheeldale. Wheeldale will pay me to sell their bricks. Zimtile will pay me to sell their bricks. So it started getting better in terms of how it was received. And I guess moving into the world here, I think we were one of the first 5 companies in Zimbabwe, Zinota Building Materials, to have a website. So I think that gave us a competitive advantage. Yekuti mazhinji makampani anga asina website, and munongaziva neZimbabwe wadaire mafoni. Apo uri pashift uri kufona uda kubvunza zvidhina uri pashift. Fona idairike, so which makes it even harder. So that's when we really came in and began to establish ourselves as a business.
That's brilliant, Mkoma. You know, to be honest, I think this is something that a lot of people have been struggling with. In most cases, the diaspora community really want to build back home. And that's one of the reasons why we are here, why we're doing what we are doing, because we want to have a roof over our heads. We need to have property and so on and so forth. The problem that we usually face is maybe vanhu vari kumba vanenge vasiri trustworthy. It could be Mkoma, it could be anyone really. It doesn't really matter who it is. Sometimes on Aruku diaspora, they're seen as if they've got a lot of money. At least they don't bother much. They're okay. But that's not the case. So a lot of people have been struggling with this. And thank you so much for providing this sort of solution to the people back home as well as the people that are in the diaspora. Now, what I need to understand is, as Neji, you are Vaka Zimbabwe. You've got a lot of products that you're selling on your website. And most of these products are coming from various other entities, various other suppliers. You've spoken about the arrangement that you have with these suppliers. Now, tell me, how is that working, especially now, because these guys had a market which was local, and then you have infused the diaspora community as well as your clientele. Now tell me, how is it working? How is that arrangement working at the moment?
I think, like any arrangement in Zimbabwe, it comes with difficulties and challenges. But I think it's about managing the relationships. I think anything we do, even here with you, our customers, it's about relationships. We have got about 40 companies that we represent on our books. So we have got paint suppliers, we've got timber suppliers, we have got Zimta, we've got Chromatic Center, Valeta Macutiles, my IBR sheets. So we've got a lot of partners. So we have got somebody who's actually dedicated to managing those relationships with partners. But where we go the extra step for us is that we actually manage the delivery process for the customer.
Okay.
So you hear a lot of stories, but 10,000, but 9,000, or us as an additional service to our customers. 10,000 bricks, 10,000. So the additional service that we are offering as a business. At least our clients get the products that they have paid for. And I know, in Zimbabwe, there's a lot of fake products out there.
Oh yeah, lots.
Yeah. So the nice thing is with us, mama supply edu ukati usikufarira zvidhina zvekuudeo bricks zvadelivera neudeo bricks. Udeo bricks will send their quality assurance team to go and look at the bricks. And if they are poor bricks, they will take the bricks and give you new bricks.
Wow.
So ndozvimwe zvakanaka zvekuziva kuti hausi kushandisa ana musiyamwa uri kushanda necompany yekuti unoziva kuti
companies. Yes.
You know where to find us. But yeah, we are growing. I think as a business, we are growing. We want more partners. My ideal vision is I want to be an Amazon. We want to be the Amazon of building. Kuti wakagara mumba mako imomo tindo wotongoti tintinti pacomputer wobva waita click wobva wabhadhara
the whole house is complete. It's built in seconds. Just by simply going and clicking on the computer, whatever it is that you want in terms of products, they're delivered with no hassle. No, that's fantastic. I think this is a service that the Zimbabweans really want. We've been waiting for this for quite a long time.
And to tell the truth, why put yourself or your parents back home through that? Unoona nagogo vachiswera vakamirira mari kuwestern union wozoenda kutsvaga transport iri kunetsa kune mazupco mazuva ano woenda kuwildale bricks ukoko unopedza the whole day wakamirira mabricks womboenda kuwaterfalls kusupersets. But this can just be done in the comfort of your home. This is zvinotanga zvinyowani zvazvo, but this is really what life should be. Kuvaka should not be stressful. Especially for us in the diaspora, we are busy around looking for money, trying to make things meet our targets actually Zimbabwe. So that's why Vaka is there. Our vision is to have that one-stop building partner for you. Everything to do with building, come to us.
Fantastic. So you're stocking building materials at the moment.
So
are you thinking of expanding into any other products outside of the building products?
Well, so at the moment we work with Rawson Properties. I'm sure you know Rawson Properties.
Yes, I know Rawson,
they're a property developer. So they sell land. So we are selling land on behalf of Rawson Properties. We work with NBS, the bank. We are doing mortgages as well because we understand, it's not 12 pounds an hour. So if we can get access to my diaspora mortgages plans, we also do we are doing this flexi pay yatakuti yekuti iwo ukatongoti kuda zvidhina zvako nhasi wobhadhira deposit tototirivhara zvidhina, then you pay over a period of 12 months, but project yako inenge ichita ichifamba. So those are some of the products we are trying to offer people so that everything is there.
This is a question I wanted to ask you, and I've been dying to ask it because we've been through a lot of struggles, as Zimbabweans, and then we went into this pandemic. A lot of people lost their jobs, and some of the projects actually went on a standstill. Now, you've mentioned something to do with credit. How exactly does that work? So let's say I want to build back home. And I need some sheets, some roofing sheets. How do I approach you?
So what we do is say your roofing materials is £6,000 that you need. Example, you do an application form. We are working on it. That it's going to be online soon. Where you just like what we do here. So. You do your application. It goes to our we don't do my hard credit checks. We do an affordability check just to see if you can afford the loan that you want to take. We've got to be responsible lenders. We don't want to give you 10,000 and you can't sleep at night thinking So we do my affordability checks. Then if you qualify for the loan, we release the loan. and the materials are delivered to your house. So there's an interest, of course, like any finance product that you get. There's an interest that comes with that, but it's very affordable for people.
Okay. So
it's for people in the UK at the moment. It's only for people in the UK at the moment.
Okay. And how long is the credit?
At the moment, it's up to 12 months, but there's a partner that we are talking to at the moment because we want it to be longer, because square 10,000 pounds over 12 months. It means you are paying 800 pounds a month for the next 12 months.
I know, it's too long. It's too long.
Yeah. So we are talking so that these loans can range up to 60 months.
Okay.
So it's over the next 5 years, because we're a business that's here to stay. At over a year, because we are in a rush. Business is here to stay. We want to make money together. So very much we want these payment terms to be longer.
That's fantastic, because that's something that a lot of people have been asking me. When I posted this, they've been saying, I've heard of Vaka, but I just wanted to know, do they offer credit? As you know, we are trying to build an e-commerce platform, of which we are building something similar as what you're building, but yours is mostly to do with the construction products. We are going all the way to, as small as a teaspoon. We'll be selling those products on our platform. But then I know you'll be coming on our platform anyway. Your products will be on our platform pretty soon. Now, a lot of people have been asking to say, what's the credit terms, and so on and so forth. So I'm happy that you've clarified that. So moving on from the issue of credit, what's the lead time in terms of your deliveries and stuff like that? Because I've heard there was a lot of issues in regards to transportation of products, especially when you buy the products today. Let's say you bought some bricks, for them to be delivered, it was going to take a long time. What's your lead time for most products like bricks, I should say?
So in terms of in Zimbabwe, our main partner that we work with is Wildo Bricks. Okay. And when it's sort of raining season, there's always a manufacturing backlog, because most of these things are done outside. So when it's raining, they don't have a lot of production, and sometimes capacity is an issue. They don't produce enough bricks to last them a long period of time. So sometimes on a good run, and if you order your bricks, I always encourage people to build between the month of May and October, because you get good quality bricks. There's no issues to do with rain. So most probably brick deliveries will happen within 2 to 3 days. Oh, wow. But if it's winter time, if it's raining, it's rain season time, sometimes you have to wait for 14 weeks or 4 weeks to get your bricks. So it's important. I think it's something that I always say to our customers: if you want to start a building project, you need to be clear.
Yes.
What to do, at what time, at what stage. Be very clear, be very specific, because you might experience delays along the way because of the nature of production in Zimbabwe. So it's important. But some products you can pay for cement right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to transfer so Maria cement 100 bags. Mangwana deliver your cement or Jesha or send. So it just depends what we keep in stock, what we outsource from our partner agencies. And I think for me, it's always about being honest with our customers, because I think it's Mangwana deliver. Postana pama Facebook platform groups exactly, because people have not been honest with each other. So when the customer comes to buy a product, when they pay, we'll actually give them a schedule, a delivery schedule, that this product will be delivered on this day, this product will be delivered on this day, so that the customer is also clear in terms of their planning.
That's brilliant. Now, I want to, your elaboration in terms of how these things work in Zim. is quite critical. It's quite key for a lot of people that would want to go into a building project of sort. And them knowing that, there is always some sort of, credit line that you guys provide, and also the delivery aspect is fulfilled by yourselves is quite important. Now, I just wanted to ask you one question, which is one of the questions that I usually ask a lot of people, especially when a lot of my guests, I should say. This is to do with when you started your business. Because we know that you're doing whatever you're doing. Yes, we're talking about Vaka, but when you were starting, would like to know a little bit about challenges that you faced. Now we're actually going down to things like friends, things like family, things like the support structure that you had, and how was it when you were starting off? Because it seems as if if we're looking at Vaka Zimbabwe now, we think it's something that just popped up overnight. I know that you've put in a lot of work for it to be where it is. People that are starting up, they need to know exactly how it felt when you were starting. If you can please tell us that.
I think it was really tough back when we started, because we didn't have WhatsApp. We couldn't just send a message. It was text, and you were never sure if it really went through or not, or it was photos. So it was a challenge, and I think even the finance element of it, because when you are setting up a business, and sometimes you're setting up using your own
money.
I don't want to even say savings, because sometimes you don't have the savings.
Yes.
So sometimes you're using whatever you got paid that month, and some aside to try to just make it work. So I think having a finance base is very it's important but difficult. And I think for me, I've learned a lot over the years. I brought in some of my friends who I trusted, but some of them did let me down. Because it's money, it's money.
Yeah, you cannot expect anyone to say yes. Just everyone to say yes. Everyone, people have got their own problems. At the end of the day, you would expect them to say yes, but they will definitely let you down. I've experienced that myself as well.
So it's difficult. You have to make it work and build a structure along the way. I think where we are now, we have managed to put some form of structure in place that continues to improve. But I think there was a lot of reliance. I started at my father's workplace. My father runs a Jura manufacturing company, so we didn't have any office space. So I said to him, "Look here, man, you've got to help us out here." So he gave us a room. We had a room. That's where we started. We were based in Tenwald. So we had a room there. Our website was functional. I still remember one explicit story in that Zimplats came to our office. They wanted to order building materials.
I think I know where you're going with this.
And the people got into the office and they said, "My God, with how nice your website looks, this is how your office is." Because it was just a one-room office with a desk. So, so I can say we have definitely come a long way, but it's you've got to go through those things. You've got to go through those difficulties. I talked about the building of partnerships. Sometimes being let down by delivery people. So it took us long to build it, because I was here. Sometimes when you've got the vision and you're trying to run it from a distance more than 10,000 kilometers away, it's I think I thought this is sort of kind of. So it took time for us to be there, and I'm grateful for the social media age that we are now able to do meetings on Zoom and all these various platforms. But back then it was really tough. It was phone calls. It was tough. But I think, and at one moment in time we almost closed. But there's I think we had one customer for a period of 4 months.
Wow.
Because I had stopped taking people's orders. I had But there was this one lady who was building a house in Norton. And she was like saying to me, aitochema kuti mwanangu ukasanditira iwewe. So that lady, she encouraged me to say, you need to keep going. But madam tamboedza kuzisapota tikamboedza kunyarara, but this is too much. But yeah, I think you need your family as well to be really supportive and to really know what you are about as a business. I think it's very important.
No, you're very right. To be honest, everyone in the diaspora, or most of us in the diaspora, we're starting our own businesses back home. And one of the things that you hear most is, can you, it's like, you as a person or as an individual, you're not supposed to be doing any business outside of this country where you are best. Kuita business kumba, kuita business kumbaga, unorasa mari.
That is true.
Say. And I just want to know how you navigate, how you manage to navigate that, because I think a lot of people just give up just like that. Simply because ndabirwa nasi and business rangu arinakushanda kana kuti hapana munhu atenga nasi. What exactly would we what can we do as startups if we want to run a business back home? How did you do it?
I think sometimes cheap is expensive. That's what I can say. We go for cheaper options. We go for shortcuts, but these shortcuts are expensive in the long run, in that you employ unprofessional people or people who run the business from there at the office, because we want to cut costs. So even up to now, you get one or two. There's no running away from it. But I think it's about the structures that you put in place as a business. You've got to have good management structures. You've got to have good finance structures. And the overall leadership from you. Even if I'm here, I'm involved in the day-to-day running of the business, whether it's here in the UK or in Zimbabwe. I'm very much involved in the day-to-day business of it. Because that's the nature. I think you have got to be hands-on. Don't become a director too quick. Even though you're a director, but don't become a director too quick.
Oh yeah, I love that. That.
You're doing your business from a distance, along with a remote control. Sometimes when I'm in Zimbabwe, I'm doing deliveries. When I'm in Zimbabwe, I'm talking to customers. I'm talking to our suppliers. I'm talking to the network. Because don't be wrong. Even though we have got partners, but no standard now. Pakasokoteshen kana pa group apa ye customer kana uti yanzi yabva kuzimtayo in sometimes notoenda nekuseri kuzimtayo unovunza kuti quotation just those kind of things. I remember one time pane imwe yetimba yatakapiwa anga kupota achisoti mafigures kwake anga kusoti $2 kwake pamusoro ipapo. So those kind of things you need to have your own good quality assurance framework.
Yes.
You should have the numbers, the suppliers. You should have the information. I mean, I guess you should have a good system whereby you can easily access this information, so that you can talk to the suppliers yourself. And I think one of the good things that I really am keen on is customer feedback.
Yes.
I want to hear from our customers. I want to deliver, contact us and tell us how we did, because that's how we can only improve. So I know it's going aside a bit, but I don't know if you give me the grace to say this. Zimbabweans, by nature, we understand the nature of our country and how it operates. And we live in the UK, where everything is efficient. Everything is efficient in the UK. In Zimbabwe, we are going to get it right, but not 100% of the time. Just as McDonald's, sometimes you say no cheese on your burger. But McDonald's food. But sometimes we tend to give up on each other too fast.
Oh yeah.
zvokuti nhasi ndatadza pamwe zveshuwa ndati cement iri kuenda nhasi, but mapurisa ari parodhi zveshuwa, ende mota yakatopakwa, mapurisa ataura apa hausi kupapfuura vana vanhasi panapa. So those are some of the challenges that we face, but we communicate with our customers.
Yes.
Zveshuwa tanga tati order iri kuenda nhasi, but this is the challenges that we are facing, and sometimes it's that communication that we, but munhu abva atozotanga kuti anonyepa uyu achandidai cement. Then, like for example, big example is bore drilling in Zimbabwe.
Yes.
Bore drilling in Zimbabwe is no exact science. That's one thing I've learned over the past 3 years. Bore site in Utonza, mvura munoibata is 80 meters. Vakomana vesite inoanda machines zvavo zisa pasi.
Yes.
81 meters. Mudharataro
Hakuna mvura.
apa tindo $5,000. Yepo, and ukomana watotaura kuti but isipedu tadrilla.
Takakudza kuti 80 meters.
Yeah, taisa zvese zviri kuitwa. But takaudza akadya mari yedu, akatibira mari yedu. But the work has been done, but the science behind it, nobody, and the rest of it as a bore sighting, vanokudza kuti this is not 100% guaranteed. But you're going to bore rako haumbostera izvozvo. Pane chikudza kuti atamwarika, this is not 100% guaranteed. Unongochikota zvinoita. So I think it's a challenge, but we don't close shop. Our business, you got it wrong 1 out of 100 times. There would not be any operational. I mean, I always say, before I started this, I was working in local government here in the UK. These guys have been around for more than 400 years.
Wow.
400 years, a local authority, iripo, council, county council, iripo 400 years. But they still can't get it right. They still can't get it right. So I think it's about working together. You as my customer, me as the business. But what can I do to make things right for you? I want good customer service. Don't to me know my voucher at £10 every menda kunandos nemuri yako, kind of thing about stress and oxytocin go on time. But it's those kind of honest conversations that I think we do not have enough.
That's building good relationships, being able to be honest and communicating effectively.
I think those things is also, though we don't have enough of that.
Wow. Ngoma. Time ndio yaita shoma. But I would like to appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming through. And I would like to invite you at some point in the future. I know usually this company is going to grow beyond your expectations even. And as it grows, would like to grow with you. And thank you so much for coming through. Rabbi Mchirwabas, we appreciate what you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me, and thank you to all your guests.
Thank you.
Partner say let's
build.
We'll help you to build back up.
Let's build houses. Let's build each other.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, Nkoma. Have a good one.
Be blessed.
Bye-bye.